Okay, welcome back. We got the cover. We haven't tightened that up. We'll tighten it up tomorrow. So we just kind of put it down to spread out evenly the silicone. You want to let that set up a little bit before you tighten it down. So we're going to hop over. We'll put in our mounts for the shocks. These was included with the shocks. Okay, that side's done. We'll hop over and do this one. Okay, so those are good and tight. We're going to hold off putting these on because we don't know exactly which way. The ones we got are urethane ones, and it didn't come with instructions on how they got to go in. So most likely have to put it in the car to see where it has to fall out. So we'll hop over and do the brakes. One thing on the brakes, they make these special, they're flared wrenches. You'll see it's not like your normal wrench, it's almost boxed in, but not quite. So it can slide over but be like a boxed in wrench. That's what you should be using on these. So these are like the little aluminum fittings, and you can damage those if you just use a regular wrench. If you're careful, you can do it, but use the right tool. Okay, so these are slightly different. I believe that one goes to this side, being that it's just a little bit shorter in this area. So these go on here. Nope. Get the right one on the right side. So these go like this. We'll go ahead and pull this off. We're going to keep these because they're useful to have for vacuum plugs and such. So we'll want to keep that. I'll go ahead and pull out. That one's just a little rubber to keep stuff out. And then these you just want to, just going to get it started by hand. And I'm going to flop it down. And we have these original steel brake holders. Hold our line down with that. And then go ahead and tighten this up. Pull this little rubber for that bleeder. I'll put it back on, but it's just kind of getting in the way just enough. In fact, the whole bleeder's in the way. Hold the brake line down while I tighten it. that's good. So you'll see this one will come out to there. I'm going to go ahead and hop over onto this one. Before I forget though, I'll put the little cap back on the bleeder. Pull this one off. Pull this plug out. Those we don't want to keep, don't need them. Okay, good. So this is our other line. These are pre-bent, but of course you gotta kind of bend them to what you need. We'll put this one in. Again, this just slides over that, but it's there. I'm not going to tighten these down fully yet because I want to land it on our mount here. I want to get them started enough that they'll hold. Okay. So I need to find the bolt. Nope. There's the one that come out of it. Okay. I believe I have my wrench over here. Okay. So now that's tightened down, so this can't move. Go ahead and tighten these up. And what these do is they grab 4 of the 6 sides so it's putting a more even pressure on them. Okay, so that's good. I'll put my cap back on my bleeder, and the only other item we have, and I'm not sure how they go on, so we'll hold off until we put it under there when we go to put the springs on. So that's basically it. We got to put our coil mounts on. We got to put our ears on, the mounts in the ears. We got our brake line. I'll go ahead and I'll tape this up before I leave for the night, just to keep any contaminants out. We don't want anything in there. Then these we can go ahead and tighten down tomorrow after that sets a little bit and we're ready to actually come off of our sawhorses. We can put our brake drums back on. I got this one actually can go on. We'll wait because I don't want to lift it off there, but that one could go on. The other one, again, I got to wipe it down with the brake fluid because it hasn't been wiped down yet. So we're 90% there, ready to put it under the car. We got to get our mounts fixed. A little bit of a work on there to get, there's these little pieces that's got to go on, and they're not wanting to go down as far as they need to, so we got to do a little work to get them on, figure that out. These ones we can put the whole thing in the car and figure out where these are going to land, because this is going to come over like so, but I'm not sure whether it's got to be to this side or this side. It's got to go one side or the other. It can't go in the middle, but I don't know which side it goes to, so we'll put it in the car. We'll end up putting these in the car first and just having them hang down, and then we'll slide the axle in and mount them up. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow we'll put them in. Okay, we're back. Working on the rear end again, putting it in the frame. We got it in there. The arms are in there. We haven't tightened it down. We haven't really, we want to put the weight of it on it before we do that. So we're going to put the coil springs in and do those. Throw them in my pocket. So these get a rubber insulator in this part, and it goes, the easiest is to see how it goes first. So you can see it fits in there like that. So we'll put the insulator in, put this in, put them. Okay, so I just got that started. I'm going to step out here real quick. We'll lift the car up. We got the jack under it here. We just got to get it enough that we can get the jack stands out from under. Then I'm going to have our film guy lower it while I guide these springs into position. Okay.
Just gonna let it down easy.
Yeah. we are back down. The reason we don't tighten any of these, I found out the hard way, is until the suspension's under its own weight, the rear end's not set. So if you tighten these up, what you have to actually do is bounce it a little bit. And now these can be tightened up. So we'll tighten those up in a minute. Our next step, we can put in our shocks. So we have those here. Okay. I'm just going to slide them on. I'm not going to cut them off yet, and we won't tighten this up. Washer, lock washer, and the nut. And that's one side down. Do our other side. Okay. So now you'll notice I didn't cut that strap yet. And that is because if you let them loose, if you cut it now,
Hang on a minute. Where's our dikes?
I got it, it's about here. Those will extend, and if I do wait till their point, I can just guide it up there myself to where it's going to go. Okay. So they're not quite all the way up. Which is fine. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and bolt those in first. Got to find the bolts for it. We'll bolt them in, and we'll tighten all these. As I showed, we put the tape on this and pull that off now that it's in place, and I'll retape it again. That just feeds through there. This clip comes off and goes in this spot. So we'll have to get our clip tool so we can push that through and clip it. Yeah, it's just bolting it back, finish bolting it together. And that's got our rear end back in place. Frame's all painted, ready to go. We do have the new brake lines that we got to bend to where they go. We can put in, so our emergency brake cables come up through here. So we can put those. And the clips we saved, we can put on those. So yeah, pretty much it. The rear end's back in the car. The next step will be finishing the bottom of the body where we redid the floors. We're gonna bed liner it. Once we get that done, we'll put the body back on the frame, and we'll show you that. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share.